Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I just wanted to call you real quick. You hear about Sam?
No, what happened?
Apparently last night Emily rendezvoused TP Mr. Lori's house.
What?
Yeah. Mr. Lori's wife caught him doing it.
Oh my god, are you serious? And he was still able to graduate today?
Yeah, so apparently she went right up to him and made him a deal. She was like, if you leave and never come back, I won't tell Dad tonight.
Well,
But
I
you
get.
also have to leave all the toilet paper. So that bitch got a 3 month of sharp.
Oh my god, well, at least it was only toilet paper and nothing worse.
It was pretty late when we got caught. I mean, first of all, only teenagers TP people's houses. Second of all,
Right.
those teenagers don't get caught. But, hey, listen, I should go. My mom at the airport, cell phone went.
She wasn't able to make it to graduation?
Yeah, I did too. I guess she got caught up in a bunch of stuff. Whatever, here now. So, just text me later tonight or give me a call when I'm done, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Hey. Well, here's the girl of the hour. So where did Sarah run off to?
She had to pick up her mom at the airport.
Oh, that's a shame she wasn't able to make it to the ceremony.
Yeah, Sarah said she wanted to, but she got caught up at work.
Well, that's too bad. She looked beautiful today. I'm sure she would have been so proud of her.
Without a doubt, she looked wonderful.
Jeez, you can tone it down a little bit, Dad. I think you want to sleep with her or something.
Diana!
Wow. Well, I didn't intend for that to be the response to my statement.
Diana, you should apologize to your father.
Relax, it was just a joke.
Yeah, she was just making a sarcastic comment.
I still don't think it was appropriate to say, at least not out loud.
It's all right. A little jolt never hurt the conversation.
Exactly. That's my job.
No, well, she could get paid for it.
Yeah, I wish.
So do we. Then maybe you could either move out or start paying rent.
Of course. And I don't have to stand here and take this kind of abuse.
You know, as long as you live here, you do.
Ouch. Look who's throwing jabs now.
Don't be so touchy.
Don't be so sensitive, Diana. It was only a joke.
You know, it's like what they say. With every joke, there's an ounce of humor.
I don't think that's how the saying goes.
Are we gonna argue semantics now?
You know, I once heard that a joke is nothing but truth wrapped up in a smile.
Well, that person was an idiot. Because everyone knows that truth is always said with a frown.
Diana, don't be such a sore thumb.
Don't dish out the insults if you can't handle them being dished back out at.
I can dish them. I can handle it, and I can dish them right back out at the best of them. You know, I should have gone into comedy. Could have been an insult comic. Could have been a contender.
So, have you decided where you're finally going to college?
Guess someone's got to turn the conversation serious and can't keep the fun going.
She's thinking of going to Chicago.
She's thinking of going into anthropology.
Ah, the study of people. I would have never thought that would have been of interest to you.
That's a rather large assumption you're making of me. You barely even know me.
You can drop the act anytime now, young lady.
No, I don't have to stand here and take this kind of abuse.
You know, you really should have thought about going into clown college.
I looked into it, actually.
You did not.
I did. The prospects just didn't look too fruitful.
Well, where did you look? I mean, if you're really interested in going, I'm sure we could find you something.
No, we couldn't.
Have you ever heard of the National Clown Academy?
No, I have not.
Well, it's not really worth looking into.
Why not?
Well, I mean, it just wasn't it was just so primitive, like, just the form of, like, the classes they offered, and the courses, and just their website.
Why is that?
I mean, their website, it looked like it was made in 2003 or something. Not very enticing if they're looking to get more students.
Well, what kind of courses did they offer?
Could we please just stop talking about this?
And I was just getting started.
Have you had anything to eat yet, my dear?
Yes, I had a little bit earlier.
Did you have anything to eat from out there?
Not yet, but I will in a bit.
Well then, if you don't mind, I'm gonna head that way and have some.
I hope you go out and have something to eat too, dear.
I will.
Well, I guess you two don't need me anymore.
You say that like we ever needed you.
You do. Every once in a while, I know my presence is needed.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, don't mind her.
I don't. It just can be hard to get a word in sometimes, you know?
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me that.
So, what now?
Well, right now I'm kind of wishing I brought a change of clothes because I do not want to stay in this all day.
How long you plan on staying?
I don't know yet.
Well, if you want, I could go drive back and pick up some change of clothes.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. Thank you, though. I
Sure.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Your grandpa and I are very proud of you, Catherine.
Well, thank you. And thanks for coming to the ceremony. It means a lot.
It means a lot to us to be invited. It was a pleasure to see you walk down the aisle in your cap and gown and to receive your diploma. You made us both very proud.
Well, thanks again.
Do you have any plans now? Are you going to send out applications, or what are you planning to do?
Well, I've sent out my applications to a couple companies, but I haven't heard back from anyone yet.
Oh, I'm sure you will soon. They'd be very lucky to have you.
Thanks, Grandma.
Nice.
There you go, honey.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Here you go, honey.
Answer the man.
Well, I mean, you are Dylan's friend, so.
What was that supposed to mean?
I know, right?
Why don't you have a meatball with that?
Excellent. Thank you.
She called you a meatball.
I
How
know.
adorable is that?
This is more awkward than funny.
Me and Dad are going on vacation together. That's it.
Why do you think I'm with him?
Computer engineering. Web design.
I picked a good one.
Yes, you did.
Well, thank you for the gifts and inviting everyone.
It was our pleasure, dear. We're all so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Call me soon, dear.
I will. Thank you.
Alright.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you guys later.
Deal.
Take care, you two.
We will. Bye.
Bye.
You know, I wish you would try to be more relaxed around my family. I mean, I understand, you know, you get kind of tense, but I don't know, you just seem kind of weird around them.
It's just nerves. You get nervous being around your family, so try to make a good impression.
Well, I mean, I get that the first couple of times that you're around them, but after a while, you've got to kind of relax a bit. You know, you just seem more weird around them than you do when it's just us two.
Well, making a good impression doesn't end after the first couple of visits now.
I just wish you would relax more.
Trust me. Thanks to you, how I am with your family is more relaxed than I otherwise would be. Whenever I'm left alone with them, it is so much more awkward.
You know, my dad once said that he thought you were a square.
Huh, that doesn't surprise me.
You should just try to be more motivated to be comfortable around them.
Could take a while.
But you've already been with me and around them for a while.
A longer while?
Oh,
Look, I'm sorry that I'm so awkward around your family, and I promise I'll try harder not to be so weird around them.
I just want them to experience the you that I get to experience. I'm not mad. I'm not even frustrated. I want you to relax more. Don't be sorry.
I will try. And for you, I'll try harder.
Ugh, don't be so hokey and sentimental. Hey babe, how's work?
Just for same as always. So, got any crosswords today?
A couple. Not much. Not really much around here right now.
What's around here?
I don't know, like 50-mile radius from here.
Stuff that's good, something.
Well, I've applied to everything, even the places that'll take me as an intern. I'm willing to do grant work at this point.
Why don't you try applying out of state?
Well, if I apply out of state, then I'm gonna have to travel, and right now I don't really have the funds to be traveling back and forth like that.
You make it seem like it's certain you're gonna have to travel. They might just let you stay out here.
And what if they don't?
Try to make it work. Or decline it. Whichever works in the best interest.
Ugh, why do you have to be so reasonable? Can't you just let me wallow in my self-resignation?
Is that your word of the day? Well, glad you're used to the word of the day.
It's a good suggestion, I get smoothies.
Yeah. Wish I would have gotten the one you got though. My gonna taste too much like banana.
Well, didn't you get a strawberry banana smoothie?
Well, yeah, I just thought that a little more strawberry, a little less banana.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for it. All the kids playing baseball.
Can you swing on the swings after this?
Yes, I have not been on the swings in forever.
Neither have I.
Do you remember that swing set we had when we were little? And every time you swang, all the swing set would like come out of the ground.
Yeah, I was always so scared that
Oh,
it was
yeah.
gonna come up and I was gonna die.
Ugh.
What's that? I remembered I left my phone at the house.
Do you even have any friends who are gonna text you anyway?
Shut up.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, it was just fun.
You sure? You seem awfully quiet. You seem more quiet than normal.
Just the usual stuff, I guess.
Look, you'll find a job. You just gotta keep working at it.
I guess.
I sense that you not being able to find a job isn't the only thing that's bothering you. I mean, look, you don't gotta talk about it, but I feel like there's something else on your mind.
It's just... I think I'm just tired.
Just tired, huh?
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
whatever's bothering you, I think you should let me know, because if I'm able to help you, I may be able to help you, you know? And it's it's not healthy to be keeping this inside. You want to keep this air clean.
I'm not sure why you think this affects you so much.
I mean, well, look, by you being in a bad mood, I have to live with this. And I'd like to keep the air clean between us while we're living together.
Keep the air clean between us?
You know what I mean?
Did you ever think that maybe I just want to deal with this on my own? That I don't want to involve you with how I'm feeling? Just forget it. Would you quit staring at me?
You know, it really isn't healthy to keep stuff bottled in like you're doing. You know, I just want to be there for you and help you. I hate seeing you suffer.
I know your sentimentality is sometimes too much to bear. Can you please just give me some space? Look, I know you're just trying to help, and I appreciate that, I really do, but what I'm dealing with right now just needs to be by myself. It's not even that big of a deal. I don't know why I'm letting it bother me so much. Maybe I'll feel better when I go to sleep. Can we just go to bed, please?
Yeah. Let me just wash up. So, how are you this morning?
Fine, I suppose.
Huh. Sissing out of it a little bit. You want to talk about last night at all?
No, like I said, it's nothing.
Really? I mean, if there's nothing, I think you would have let it out pretty quick. You still think it'll linger in your head for a while?
I don't know. I think it's just jealousy or something.
Jealousy?
Yeah. Sarah texted me yesterday and said she found a job.
You're jealous that she found a job before you did?
No, not so much that she found a job. It's just... I guess I'm just jealous that she found a job so quickly. Because she's so charismatic, it's easy for her to find a good job. I'm not like that. It's hard for me.
What makes you think it's a good job?
What?
I mean, you said she found a good job. What makes you think that that job's any good?
I don't know.
Exactly. I think you're overthinking things. You know, do you even know what she's doing over there?
No, she just said one of the places she applied for called her back.
Okay. There you go. I mean, she could be doing anything, really. She could be doing the groundwork. She could be a personal assistant for one of the writers, manager position. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to send her a text message congratulating her on that job.
I know, like I said, it really isn't anything. And everything you just said, I already told myself. I guess I'm just being petty. I need to let it go.
Look, stay focused. I think you should just, send her a text message congratulating her on a recent job. And meantime, while you're searching for a job, who knows? You might find something way better than her.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Oh, Catherine, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you? you and Dad?
Oh, we're just fine, thanks.
And how's Diana?
Oh, she's the same as always. We're still sending out applications to schools. But she still has her heart set on UOC.
So no clown college then?
Oh, God, no. I can't believe she went off on that track. Do you know she started telling Grandpa about that?
Really?
Yeah. He came up to me and asked me if she was being serious or not.
Well, it's not like we come around them very often. I wouldn't expect him to pick up on her sarcasm.
Well, it's one thing to make jokes like that around us. It's another to go around saying things like that to other family members that we don't see all the time. They're likely to believe what she's saying.
You say that like it's a big deal. She's just joking.
I know. But I just wish she would act more sensibly around other people sometimes. Not everyone gets her like me. She's so outgoing, I suppose that'll all balance out in the end. Hopefully. Oh, I'm sorry, I never asked you how you were doing.
You did already ask me, actually.
Oh, well, did you have anything you wanted to talk about or ask me?
Well, I just wanted to see how you and Dad were doing. And I wanted to thank you, for helping pay for the apartment for Theo and I, and for throwing the party last weekend. And really just for all the support and everything.
Oh, well, no problem, sweetie. It was our pleasure. Think nothing of it. I know both of us really enjoyed getting all the family together to celebrate your graduation. Aunt and Uncle Derek came up to me before they left and said how much they enjoyed seeing you. And they were really surprised at how much you and Diana had grown up. And no need to thank me for the apartment. You and Theo, we're going to live somewhere anyway, so why not help you live somewhere more suitable and comfortable?
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm really grateful.
Oh, sweetie, it's our pleasure. Don't worry about it. But if you want to thank me and your dad, then you and Theo should come by sometime.
Well, I'll have to see what works with his schedule, but definitely.
Well, take care of yourself, dear. Let me know when would be best for you guys.
All right, you take care too. Love you.
Love you too, dear. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, sorry I had to take that call.
No problem. Everything okay?
Yeah, just work.
They keeping you busy over there?
Yeah, super busy. It's like crazy, I can't even tell you.
Yeah? They got you doing multiple projects at once?
It's not like multiple projects at once, it's more like they layer up on top of each other. It's like all the reporters give me everything they don't want to do. Bitch work, you know?
What do they have you doing?
Like research, I guess, for reporters. So this is my week, right? Monday. Flashback to Monday. Rebecca, my boss, gives me an assignment to look at this guy, Jerry Thomas, who was caught fleeing the scene of the crime, right? She doesn't remember what his original statement was, so now I have the pleasure to go through all the old boxes to find that original statement. So while I'm doing this, Wednesday comes along, some other guy asks me that to get in contact with this girl's family that he wants to interview. So he wants to interview this girl. She won't talk to him. So now I'm supposed to convince the family to convince her to give him an interview because she's involved in all those protests downtown, you know? So I can't even get in touch with these people. That took more fucking ever to even find an in to talk to them. And then on Thursday, another guy asked me to set up an interview with an up-and-coming author. That one should be easy, except for the fact that she's super popular right now and her schedule is completely booked. So that's my week. It's a lot of stuff just like piling up on top of itself.
Sounds kind of more like reporting stuff. I thought you wanted to be like an assistant to an author or something.
Well, yeah, I do, but there weren't any jobs like that open right now. Take what you can get, you know? Gotta make money. Someone's gotta Someone's got to bankroll this next feminist novel I'm writing. You find anything?
Not yet.
You just applying to literary agencies or anything?
Pretty much anything at this point. I've applied to a couple of agencies and I've applied to a couple of authors to be their assistant, but who's gonna choose a stranger to be their assistant? They're probably just gonna use a family member.
I feel like a ton of authors would literally hire random people to be their assistant. I don't know. You're so cynical. You had an interview?
Not yet. But I am waiting to hear back from a couple places, so maybe something soon.
Yeah, you'll get something.
Leo keeps saying I should apply to something out of state.
Why?
He says they might be hiring. And he says I'm just limiting myself by applying to places around here.
I mean, yeah, I guess he has a point. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
You don't really seem fine. Feeling yourself today.
I mean, I guess I'm frustrated at not finding a job, but that's to be expected coming right out of college, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know, I'm just anxious to get to work. It's just most days I sit at home doing nothing. I'm so bored.
You want to switch? Still writing?
I mean, here and there, but nothing substantial.
Sounds like you need to get re-inspired, my friend. Oh, God. I mean, do what Dio says. Apply to literally every place you can find. Out of state, in-state, who cares? And maybe somewhere along the way you'll find a website or a company page or an author's page that will inspire you.
How is a website or an author's page going to inspire me?
I don't know. People literally get inspired by anything. Don't limit yourself.
I guess I'm just not feeling overly...
Crap.
More work stuff?
Yeah. My boss just told me that a bunch of cops found a bunch of illegal immigrants in a church. She wants me to look up, see if there's any history on that. Any connected cases or whatever. I have to go. Shit, I'm sorry. I have to go. Hey, Catherine. You're gonna find something, okay?
Right.
You're gonna find something. See ya.
Hey.
How are you? Sorry. My car broke down. It's locked there.
That's fine. I don't mind picking you up.
Yeah. So, how's your day?
It's good. I met with Sarah for tea.
Oh, okay, nice. How is she?
She's doing well. They've been keeping her really busy at work, so they called her away pretty early.
Oh, okay. What is she doing for work?
She is working at that local access cable news station.
Okay. What is she doing over there?
Basically, they just have her doing a bunch of research stuff and looking into old files and things like that.
Nice. Interesting.
Tough day?
Oh, not so much tough. Just, more stressful. I mean, Dan just keeps adding more and more projects and just piling up,
Well, can't you just ask him to lighten the load?
I could, but it really wouldn't be beneficial now, would it?
Well, how many projects does he have you doing?
There's a new crate job. I'm almost done with that. I mean, just have to edit some finishing touches to the product, but that should be done either tomorrow or the next day. There's this video I have for a new startup company. They're launching a campaign on one of those fundraising sites. I don't remember which one. But, there's a shoot later on in the week, but I have to see who's available to go out with me on location and shoot the whole thing. From what Dan's describing, pretty open to whatever. We just have to incorporate the footage and designs that they have in the video. So then I have to go to the city next week and meet with another startup company. And everything's set, but we just have to go in and finalize everything with them before we begin to shoot. It's for this live action arcade thing. It's like a retro live action arcade where people come in and it's like a Space Invaders kind of thing. It's a small shoot, just me, Barry, and Teresa for it, so that's not bad. But then I have to edit a bunch of footage from previous weeks, and it's not fun. I just really wish I could hand some of the stuff to someone else that sometimes.
Well, why don't you?
I could, but every time I do it, it never turns into a coherent end product. Whenever they do it, it winds up looking like shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to complain.
No, you don't have to apologize. I don't mind.
Yeah. Try to keep it, perfectionist style, so.
I understand. You've always been like that.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, once we get home, I'm just gonna make sure it's done.
Hi. It's wonderful to see you, dear. You too, Mom.
No Theo?
No, they got him working late at the office every day this week. He's got a couple projects.
Oh, well, it's wonderful to have you, dear. Come in. You know, your father lost my keys again.
I didn't lose them.
Again. If you didn't lose them, then where are they?
I don't know.
You do know that we looked all over the house and the garage for them.
I'm beginning to think that I need one of those alarms that you put on your key ring that you sync up with your phone just so I can find them.
Yeah, we have to find the keys first before you can do that.
Dad, why don't you just take your own car?
He does.
I do. But your mother always parks behind me, so I have to move her car out of the way in order to back mine.
And then he forgets to put my keys away and carries them with him all day.
Except they're not in his pocket. We already checked them both.
Well, where did you go? I mean, maybe you left them wherever you went.
He only goes to the store and he says for sure they're not there.
Well, did you check?
Of course I checked there.
It's just age getting the better of him.
To be honest, I'm surprised his mind hasn't faded even more than it already has.
My mind is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I actually put your keys away before I got in my car.
Oh, if you put them away, then why aren't they in the drawer where you said you left them?
I don't know.
How many times have you lost your keys now? Like 2 or 3 times?
It hasn't been that many.
No, it has to. I'm just glad you never needed to move my car.
Well, did you check the other places that you left them before? Maybe they were there.
We checked those places first.
And they weren't there.
I don't know why you're always blaming me for this.
Because you were the one who was last in my car. I couldn't have lost the keys. I needed them to get home from the market. And I parked behind you, meaning you needed them to move my car. So you were the last one to have them.
You didn't hide them, did you?
No. I mean, if I did, I would have remembered where I hid them and I would not have let the charade go on for 3 days.
I'm just saying, you hid them before when you were younger.
Yeah, I was like 5.
It isn't even the fact that I can't drive that makes me so upset. If I gotta go somewhere, I can just take Diana's car. It's more of they have to be around here somewhere.
I don't know why you guys are all ganging up on me. The keys will turn up. I promise you.
Well, maybe, did you check your car? I mean, maybe they fell between the seat and the middle section.
Your father has so much stuff in the car. It would be impossible to go through it all.
You act like I have an entire dump in the car.
Pretty close to it.
Well, feel free to clean it up.
It's not my car.
Well, if you think it's that dirty, go ahead and clean it up. I don't have a problem with it.
If it's not a problem finding stuff in it, then you should be able to find them if they're in there.
If the keys were there, I would have found it by now.
Well, you might stumble across them while you clean it out. You can make an afternoon out of it.
Somehow I don't see that happening anytime soon.
No, neither do I.
Don't know why you guys are all ganging up on me. The keys will turn up somewhere, somehow.
I'm sure.
So, Kathy, how's the job hunt coming along?
I mean, I've applied to a bunch of places, but I haven't gotten anything yet.
Really? Nothing yet?
No. I mean, I don't think anything around here is really hiring. Theo keeps saying I should apply to stuff out of state, but I'm not sure I'm ready to leave the area just yet.
Have you tried applying for anything outside your degree? If nothing else, to keep yourself busy, have a steady stream of income coming. You can't be too picky. You know, and the way things are, you know, if you're going to keep waiting for someone to call you, it'd be foolish. You need to be proactive.
When I graduated from college, I got a job at a local bakery. Worked there for about a year before the local bank back in town was looking to hire anyone. That was before you can submit your resume online to all the different places.
All we're saying is, maybe if you look for something outside your degree, it may...
Give you something to do.
Jeez, have you guys been talking to Theo or something?
No, but you have been noticeably less yourself lately.
It's only been a couple weeks since graduation.
A couple of weeks can make or break someone.
I think you guys are over-exaggerating a bit.
Why don't you just consider it? We're not telling you what to do, but it's certainly something to think about.
Jeez, do you guys just think I sit on the couch all day not doing anything?
No, not at all, but getting a job could be good for you.
At the very least, it'd help pay for some of the funds, some of your expenses. I mean, think about it. You and Theo, you're going to have to pay rent pretty soon in the next couple of months. And his income alone just might not suffice. So rather than deal with that, if you had a job, at least you'd have a sum of money to back yourself up in case of an emergency or something.
What? Things were getting a little awkward. Someone had to bring the tension.
Hey. How are things with the fam?
Frustrating.
So, nothing new then? What happened?
Nothing that should make me as frustrated as I am. My parents want me to get a job, even if it's not in the field of publishing or writing novels, just something that's temporary.
And that idea is getting you frustrated?
It's not that, it's just, I don't know, they're telling me something that's common sense. I mean, something that I thought about even before I graduated. And I don't know, just being told something so glaringly obvious is just frustrating and irksome. You know, like they're acting like I didn't think about the fact that them giving us a couple months rent to help out is going to run out at some point, and that it's going to take 2 incomes to live a comfortable lifestyle here. Like they're acting like I didn't think about any of this, and it's just frustrating.
Okay, calm down, come here. You're getting yourself all worked up here, girl.
I just wish they didn't talk down to me.
I mean, I don't think your parents are intentionally talking down to you. If they did, they're not meaning any harm.
It's just being told something like that. It's just insulting. You think that's funny?
No, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know how to put this. is. I mean, it's kind of obvious what they're saying, and you're taking it so personally, you know? Um, don't you think you're being a little bit dramatic here?
Being dramatic?
Calm down. Do you just take a chill pill? Seriously, you want something to drink?
Do you think that I should get a job? Something just to bring money in?
If you want to. I mean, I certainly don't want to tell you what to do.
Okay, but I'm asking for your opinion. I want to know what you think about the problem.
Well, I don't see this as a problem yet, you know. I have enough money saved up for us for the next 3 to 4 months, and then we got your parents' ends. And until that point, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to find a job that's in your expertise, or if you want to find a local job, I mean, it's your call, you know.
God, you know, your laissez-faire attitude is sometimes more enraging than your sentimentality. I mean, can't you just give me a straight answer?
Well, I don't think a local job would hurt. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
Oh my God. You know, why can't you just give me a straight answer sometimes? You know, you're being more frustrating than my parents are being.
Well, I'm sorry I'm not more assertive, I guess.
You know, breaking the mold and giving your opinion once in a while would be just fine.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Daniel.
Hi.
And I'm Eric.
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. Did you have any problems finding this place?
Not really. Actually, I grew up around here, so I know the area pretty well.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, I want to thank you for coming in today. We know it was kind of a short notice.
Oh, that's no problem. I understand you guys are probably busy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy around here right now.
Is that usually how it is?
Yeah, some days are busier than others.
Sure.
So you applied for one of the writer positions, right?
Yes.
Did you happen to bring a resume with you? I know Shirley, who contacted you, gave me a copy of that resume, but I don't seem to have it on hand right now.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Thank you. So, a writer here would mainly be creating little blurbs for our website, covering neighborhood community activities, upcoming events, and occasionally a short interview for the main thing. Is this something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, right now I'm actually just looking to gain experience, so I'm pretty much open to anything.
Good, good. Now, I don't remember, did Daniel and I say anything about what we did here?
No, I don't think you did.
I'm so sorry, my mind totally blanked out. Well, I'm the chief editor, and Daniel is one of our senior writers. And you've been here almost 10 years, right?
Yeah, it seems almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, the employee will be following him for the first couple of days, and then we'll turn him loose. I'll be watching over all of the writers and before anything is published, but I believe that's already acquired. Obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, no problem.
So tell us something about yourself that isn't in your resume.
Okay, well, when I was in high school, I used to write the crosswords for our school newspaper.
Well, that's interesting. But unfortunately, we already have somebody here who does crossword puzzles. but it's certainly something we would not have found in your resume. So, how did you come about doing crossword puzzles?
Well, I've always been interested in words. I know that sounds a little pretentious. But when I was in grade school, I used to make crossword puzzles for fun, and my teacher always told me that I should submit them to newspapers or magazines. And then when I got to high school, my guidance counselor told me that I should join either a sports team or a club or something like that.
Well, how long did you make those puzzles?
I started my sophomore year, so about 3 years.
Nice. Did it generally take you very long to come up with a crossword puzzle?
No, not too long. Although we did have an editor who looked over my work before we turned it in, and sometimes that took a while.
Now, how do you think what skills you acquired doing crossword puzzles will help you with applying to this job?
Well, making those, I always had to be aware of my words. Sometimes I had to choose one word over another just to make it fit in the puzzle, if that makes sense. And I always had to keep up on what was going on. I always tried to make the words relevant to what was going on either in the world or at my school.
What issue or issues do you think are vital to the community at this point?
I think there are a lot of issues that are going on right now in the community. But one of the main issues, I think, would be connectivity. I think a lot of people are more focused on the individual than they are the whole. And I think that sometimes that isolates people. Fuck!
We wanted to let you both know that your father and I have decided to get a divorce.
It may come as a surprise to both of you, but being that, Diana, you're heading off to college and Catherine will be living with Theo, we thought it'd be best if we both separate.
But why?
Well, we just don't think that there's much reason to stay together anymore. We stayed together for the two of you, but since you both will be out of the house, we just don't feel that like there's any reason to remain together and have to put up with each other.
Wait, so you guys only stayed together for the two of us? Isn't that the feel-good revelation of the century?
Well, it isn't as though as we haven't cared for each other over the years. It's simply the fact that we had it worked out that once the two of you were able to go out on your own, the two of us wouldn't need to stay together anymore.
Well, why wait? I mean, you guys have been together for so long. Why even separate after all this time?
Well, to be honest with you both, while technically your father and I are married, it was really nothing more than an arrangement, if that makes sense.
Wait, what?
Like any number of couples who've been married as long as we have, the passion, the interest, I don't know, it just dries up. But your father and I agreed that we wanted to stay together until both of you were out on your own, or getting to be out on your own.
I mean, why not just stay together? Like, after all of this time, like, no offense, but there's probably not going to be very many people that are interested in you. You guys are kind of old.
Well, actually, Diana, both your mother and I do have people that we'd like to go out with.
Oh my God.
You realize how absurd this sounds, right?
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
We're both sorry you feel that way.
We're both sorry you feel that way, but it's true and it's happening.
So, what now? Are you guys just gonna go live with these people, or is one of you moving out, or what's gonna happen?
Well, for the time being, I'm going to be moving in with Daniel. That's who I've been seeing. And your father's been meeting with a very nice woman, Renee, but I don't think she's moving in here just yet, right?
No, not just yet.
I'm sure she'll move in at some point, I presume, but Daniel and I are very happy together, so I'm gonna move in with him. He doesn't live too far from here, so if either one of you wanted to come over at some point, I'm sure it wouldn't be too much trouble.
How long has this been going on? You guys seeing other people, I mean.
Well, let's just say it's been going on for a while.
While? How long is a while?
We've both been seeing other people for the last few years. But it's only been the last couple of months Daniel and I have been together. He is aware of the situation your father and I are in, or were in, I guess it's appropriate to say now, and he was able to accept it. He had a son with his ex, and he understood that sometimes you make things work for your children. He asked me to move in with him once we told you two about your father and I separating, and I accepted. And your father and Renee have been going out for a few months now, right?
Yes, for a couple of months, and she's familiar with the situation as well, and she's been fine with it rather quickly.
I'm shocked this many people are understanding.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it hasn't always been that way. Your mother and I both have gone out with people who didn't understand our situation and couldn't get behind what we were doing and didn't really want anything to do with us. But fortunately now, we're lucky enough to have people who are.
Exactly, and I've made it a point to mention it to anyone who I've gone out with recently, just to make the case clear and not lead anyone on. And I think your father has the same policy.
Yes.
I seriously wish you guys just would have had affairs and not even told us about it.
This simply isn't an issue of physical intimacy, Diana.
That's what it seems like to me.
Diana, this is about finding someone who we can spend the rest of our days with, whose company we can enjoy.
So you guys just don't want to spend time with each other anymore?
No, it's not like we're not still very fond of one another. But this situation is a matter that her and I discussed years ago before you were even conceived. And we both wanted a family, but neither one of us were truly in love with each other, certainly not in the traditional sense.
This still just makes no sense at all.
What part?
All of it. I mean, you guys just get together and have a family because none of your other relationships were leading to that? I mean, why then even separate after all this time?
Exactly.
Why would you continue to stay with each other if you no longer have any love for each other?
As we've said, we're both still very fond of each other, but not in that way. Even after all these years, and we've discussed it from time to time, that despite being together for so long, neither of us have particularly felt anything more than amiability towards one another. Not love. There just isn't much reason for us to stay together anymore.
smoke.
Hey, Sarah. They're going, I guess. How are you? Oh, I was just wondering if maybe you and Chrissy and whoever wanted to come over this weekend, hang out? Yeah, that'll be fine. I honestly don't really know. You were the first person I called. Oh, definitely small. I mean, we can't make too much commotion in the apartment, but I thought it could be more than just the four of us. Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
You haven't seen it yet?
Why would I have seen that?
It's fucking bonkers. To not see it, it is literally doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, stop picking on her. You know she's busy as is. She's barely had time to watch anything with me when she gets home.
Then you two can make a date out of it.
I'd love for that. But my work consumes my entire life.
You could always request a day off or something.
They barely let me grab a cup of coffee in the morning. They are monsters. They are not going to give me a day off.
How long have you been working there again?
A couple of months. Well, long months. At least I have the weekends off. But I still work Sundays.
Then you can go see it then. If you have Saturdays off, you two can go out and catch it.
You'll have to deal with all the traffic going into the city.
Not if you leave early enough to go to a late showing.
Oh, come on. Give them a break. They're clearly not interested in seeing some art film.
It's not an art film.
Or whatever.
Why would I recommend them an art film? They wouldn't see no matter how amazing I said it was.
Then why are you so surprised that they're coming up with all these excuses to get out of seeing this one?
They're not excuses.
See, there you go.
Why do you care so much whether they see it anyway?
Because I think they'll really like it. It's classic Hollywood cinema from the 30s. Look, I'll take you two down one day this weekend. Pay for tickets for you two, just to get you guys to go see it.
Well, how can one resist an offer like that?
Okay, I will think about it and then let you know.
Well, it's only playing into another week, so you have to let me know soon.
Hey, any of y'all brought anything to smoke?
Nope.
Nope.
Damn, I could really use something to help me relax right now.
You can't relax when you're not smoking?
I don't need the sarcasm. I don't need it. But shit, it would have helped. Alcohol can only do so much.
Relax. We couldn't smoke in here anyway.
You're still not into the idea of smoking?
Nope, he isn't.
Has he ever even smoked before?
I don't know. He said he did once in high school, but he hasn't since.
Sound like he just had a bad trip or something. We need to get over that and try again.
Well, that's something that you can talk to him about.
Okay, wait. Hold up. I'm just not understanding why your job is so stressful when all you do is sit and listen to music all day. No offense.
It's not like I'm just hanging out with these bands. It takes time and effort to set up a recording and deal with all the potential. I'm sorry, in the case of the band I'm working with now, actual bullshit they bring up.
Like what?
Like it's fucking crazy. Like they want to record and more or less hash out their songs, but they're terrible.
Terrible in what way?
Terrible in a very obvious, we haven't heard ourselves recorded before way. They're so out of time with each other. And what they're playing don't go together at all.
It's stressful because they're bad?
That, and also because the drummer's dad is his big time lawyer. So he's basically bankrolling them. He's the one that bought them all the studio time so they can get a quote unquote professional recording. Why did they pick your studio? I think because Dan and Steve keep the prices low. You know, so these newer and less experienced bands can come in, get a decent recording on the cheap. I mean, I get paid a flat rate, so it don't matter to me in that sense. But the overall cost they're paying them isn't as much as these other studios in the city.
Can't you tell the two of them to stop allowing beginners with money to record?
It wouldn't matter if I said that or not. I mean, they'd hear me out, but it's not like they're the ones engineering and setting up these things.
Okay, so wait. What are they doing while you're recording?
Business shit, I imagine. You know, trying to book more artists and bands.
You're engineering this stuff too, right?
Usually, but for them, I only did it for the first day. Because once I saw how much of a pain in the ass they were going to be, I called up Francis. So he's been coming in and engineering this.
And how does he feel about all this?
Same as me. Hey, can I put on something that me and Fred been working on recently?
I suppose. Stereo's over there.
What is this?
A song me and a friend from Norway have been collaborating on for the past few months or so. Just trying to get a vibe for what other people think of it.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it's just not something that I would ever think you would associate yourself with. Meaning it just sounds like really synthetic. I thought you were into like that heavy metal-y stuff.
You guys just make this kind of stuff, or do you do metal stuff as well?
What we've been doing recently been more in this kind of vein, but we might start doing more metallic type tracks at some point.
Have you thought about trying to make something more stripped down? You know, like just you and an acoustic guitar or something like that. Like the kind of stuff you used to play when we'd hang out before or after class.
I don't know, man. Like, it's fun to like jam and play and sing or whatever, but it's not something I find a whole lot of, I guess, interest in recording. At least not at this point. I want to work on stuff that's different, you know?
Boy.
Well, different to me, I guess I should say.
Alright, who needs another drink or a refill on anything?
I could use a refill, please.
Please will. Yes.
Oh, you want one?
Good, thanks.
I just don't let you carry on.
So, what do you think about all this?
What? You mean the music?
Yes.
I mean, it's alright. Kinda...
Blasé? What? Blasé, bland.
Oh.
Can't help that I'm classy.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. That is one way to put it.
I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's just background music.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
I don't completely hate him for forcing me to listen to it. Because I get it. Like, you have to play things to kind of get the vibe that people are feeling. And
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know.
it's better than his metal.
Yes, but at least with the metal, you know what you're gonna hear.
Very true. You're
Yes.
prepared.
Hey, could you grab some?
Yeah.
So, do you think that you and Chrissy are actually going to see the movie?
Probably not. Although, we did get to see a movie last Friday.
Oh,
Plot twist. I got out of work early.
well, that's awesome. What'd you guys go see?
All About Eve.
Oh, how was it?
It's really great. I mean, we've seen it a bunch of times, but you know, on the big screen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, though, I forgot to tell you.
What?
on our way to the parking garage, we saw this couple just like going at it.
Just like in the open?
Yep. Yep, full throttle. Yeah.
Oh my god, did you guys like stop and just watch?
No, it wasn't like we just like stopped and gawked at them. I unfortunately thought I pointed it out to Chrissy, and then we went on our merry way.
And then
we got in our car and drove away. What do you think? We're just gonna like see some rabbits fucking in a parking garage? So we have to pull a Jack in the Rose back of my Honda Civic?
I mean, I'm just saying, I might have.
Hey, can you give me a refill as well?
You have legs. You had like your chance and you missed it, so that's just gonna be solid.
Why you gotta be that way? You're breaking my heart, you two. You're really breaking it.
You know, this isn't that bad. I'm starting to like kind of vibe with it.
Gee, thanks.
No, I'm serious. It isn't that bad. If it was your metal stuff, I would not say that.
Well, I wouldn't put that on anyway. That's not exactly hangout music.
And this is?
Well, it would be. We could smell cooking, right? It would be.
Is that the only reason you guys came over?
Hey, we're still here now, aren't we?
Right, it would just help lighten the mood. You seem tense. I help you out too.
Oh, stop complaining. You two are such babies.
I'm not crying about it, but it's probably because it was little.
Unfriendly gathering.
That's like getting together with your parents and a bunch of stuffy old people.
We're just hanging out.
And another one with that.
Yeah, sing it.
I didn't say there was.
You can go outside if you want to smoke so badly.
It's not that I want to smoke in general. God, I'm sorry. It just sounds like I'm repeating myself.
Well, I'm sorry I don't have any weed for you.
No. We're just playing around. It's all good.
So, is this the only kind of stuff you guys do, or do you do some more upbeat stuff too?
Most of it's closer to this, but I don't know.
Hey!
How's it going?
Look who showed up. Bobby doggone.
Hey, babe.
So, how's everyone doing?
Fine.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
What's going on?
Kathy invited us over to get together and catch up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen each other since before graduation, so I thought it'd be nice to see what everyone's up to.
Alright. I didn't mean to break up the good time.
Not breaking up anything.
Yeah, take a seat. Join the party.
Thanks. I'll take you up on that, but I'm gonna change real quick.
I'll be right back.
You mind grabbing me a t-shirt, please?
Sure.
Thanks. So, you just came in here to watch me change?
Guess I just wanted to apologize.
Apologize? There's nothing to apologize about, though. Catherine,
What?
I appreciate you looking at me while I'm talking.
Look, I already said I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to say.
I'm not asking you to say anything else. What's wrong?
Look, we'll talk about this later. So, that's your stuff too?
Yeah.
So, you're gonna keep giving me the silent treatment? Would you like to discuss about last night at all?
Not really.
Catherine, you're acting like a child.
Just forget about it.
Catherine. Look, I wanted to talk to you about something last night. And, I got a job to go to California. So I wanted to talk about it with you last night, but clearly you were in your mood. Anyways, I think I'm gonna take it.
Well, congratulations. Have fun out there.
It's not long, it's for a month only.
Sure.
Is that all you have to say?
I don't know what else you expect me to say.
I don't expect you to say anything, but I mean, just sure or good luck. It's, you know, not really a positive reaction.
I'm sorry.
Did I do something to piss you off lately? Look, you sitting silent there, it's not gonna help. I can't communicate with you like this, and I'm not able to read your mind, just you acting like this. Look, I gotta go to work. We'll talk later. Hopefully you're not gonna be in your mood and be upset at me for whatever reason.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've done this.
Well, I think there's a bench up ahead. You want to take a break?
Sure.
You ready to get going again?
What was that?
Are you ready to get going again?
Oh, man, can't you just let me catch my breath for a second?
Fine. So how are things going with Mom and Dad?
I think they're exactly how you think they've been going.
So it's been a party then, huh?
Yeah, I wish.
Have either of them introduced you to them yet?
Mom brought Daniel over the other day.
Was Dad there?
No, it was just the three of us.
How was that?
If you mean the dinner, it was fine. If you mean Daniel, he was, well, if I'm being charitable, he was rather bland.
So,
Well, he was fine, I guess. Just a regular guy.
meaning he wasn't what you expected?
I don't know what I expected. He was just normal. Like, had I seen him on a street, I would have just passed him by, not given him a second glance.
So what'd you guys talk about?
Nothing special. Just, Just wondering.
Are you ready to get going again?
Sure.
Who's that?
Hmm?
Who are you texting?
Oh, just this guy I met.
What guy?
His name's Ben.
Who is Ben?
Well, that's sort of what I'm figuring out.
What do you mean?
I met him at a party last week.
What party?
You remember Sasha, right? Well, Sasha threw a party last week, and this guy Ben was there.
So, how'd he get your number?
He said Sasha gave it to him.
So you don't actually know him?
Well, I mean, Sasha introduced us, and we chatted off and on throughout the night. So it's not like he's a total stranger.
Well, what kind of guy is he? I mean, based on your texting and interacting so far.
He's nice.
That's it?
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure what else to say.
No, I guess I just expected you to go on a little bit more.
Like I said, I'm still trying to figure him out.
So how long have you guys been texting?
Just a few days. Like, I'll text him when I can, and he'll text me back whenever. Nothing serious.
Nothing serious yet.
I don't know that I'd say that.
Why not?
I mean, he's nice, but I'm not sure that I'm into him like that.
Well, then why keep texting him?
I don't know. Curiosity, I guess.
So I guess this is how it's gonna end, huh?
If this is how it's supposed to end, then yeah, I guess so.
Well, can't say I saw it coming to a conclusion like this. I won't claim not to be disappointed by how you conducted yourself recently.
I'm just being me, as always.
And I'm guessing you still don't want to talk about why you've been acting this way or why you feel the need needs to end between us?
I think I've made myself perfectly clear.
If perfectly clear, then you haven't told me anything.
Well, if we were meant to be together, I wouldn't have to tell you things. You should just know.
That's an unrealistic expectation. It's put on anyone, really.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No one can perfectly understand what another person is thinking or feeling all the time.
It doesn't have to be all the time, just when it counts.
And I suppose it counts now? Or is it supposed to have been counted for the last few weeks? Hey, I think your nose is bleeding.
Oh, shit.
Are you doing okay?
Just peachy.
You know, you haven't had one of these in a while.
Yeah, your concern is duly noted. I can do it.
I know you can. I'm just trying to help.
I'm sorry. I just think that...
You know, I'm sorry. I was just assuming that, you know.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not really sure what to say right now.
It's okay. Guess I'll see you later.
Don't look so glum. You'll find somebody else. We both know it.
I'm sure.
You'll meet someone. It probably won't even take as long as you think it will. And soon all this will just be a distant memory to you.
Thanks. I'll see you later then.
Take care.
How's the new novel going?
It's going.
So,
Well, I mean, I'm still writing it.
what you got so far?
I think it's about like 100 pages.
Nice.
What's it called? Well, it's still a working title, but right now it's called The Solipsist.
Ooh, quite pretentious, aren't we?
Maybe.
Yeah. What's it about?
Should describe it.
You're gonna have
a really hard time selling this, Kathy. You can't even describe it to me.
Well, I can describe it. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to describe it.
Was it like super densely platted or something?
Not really. I just have a hard time talking about it.
Yes, I remember this about you.
You know, my mom asks me the same thing every single time we go out.
So then tell me what you tell your mom.
That's easier said than done.
Like home team. It's supposed to be fun.
Okay, I'm just... Since it's not finished yet, I don't have the full plot, so I don't exactly know where it's going. But right now, it is about a guy who is in graduate school, and he's looking into his family history, and he finds out he's related to a killer from the turn of the century.
Okay, so it's kind of like a time warpy, pulpy thriller type of thing.
Not really. At least right now it's not.
Okay, well, sounds interesting. Send me a copy when you can, okay?
Sure. What about you? Are you writing anything?
Yes. I am working on a detective thing. Almost done, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just want to write something fun and simple and accessible, you know? Nothing serious.
So are you just writing it for fun, or are you going to try to get it published somewhere?
I mean, the latter, hopefully. Gotta risk it to get the biscuit, you know? If someone wants to sell it, who am I to stop them, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Maybe, if I'm lucky, I will end up in an airport bookstore.
Is that really the end goal?
Hmm?
But I just mean, is that really where you see your writing going?
I see my writing going where I get paid.
I guess, but I just... Don't you want to write something more substantial?
You're acting like just because it's fun doesn't mean it can't also be substantial.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I would need to write something that
Okay,
was
look,
more...
I get it. I get where you're coming from. But just because I'm writing something fun and simple right now doesn't mean that's where all of my writing is going to go on. And with work, and with the tiny bit amount of time I give to Chrissy, I just needed to do something fun and for myself. Try to take the best attitude on shit that's happening right now.
I get that.
You gotta go?
No, I still got a couple minutes.
How's work?
It's a job.
You know, jobs are jobs. Keeping you busy.
Not as busy as you, but yeah.
Paid good at least?
No.
Shit.
I get minimum wage, and to be honest, if I don't find a job soon that pays more, I'm gonna have to give up my apartment.
For real? Shit, what are you gonna do?
Well, I talked to my mom, and she said Daniel would be willing to put me up for a while.
You really think it'll come to that?
Most likely.
Shit.
You know, I think I just need to write more.
Same book you're typing?
Yeah, but I mean, it's been almost a year, and I feel like I haven't gotten anything done with it.
That's not a big deal. Writers literally take several years to finish a book.
Yeah, but I just feel like I should be further along than I am.
You can't put that pressure on yourself. You put pressure on yourself, it's a writer's block immediately. Like you can't be that stressed out about it.
I have to be stressed though, because I don't have that pressure on me, so then I don't have any reason to get it done. And you know, I feel like I have to be inspired to write, or something good has to happen to me, and just lately that hasn't been happening.
Listen, what I do when I'm writing something is I just write something every day. I don't care if it's stupid or small or completely sucks, just get something on paper every day.
Yeah, but I can't write just for the sake of writing. I need to be inspired to write something.
Just telling you what I do.
I appreciate it. Did you know if I don't get a schedule soon, I'm probably gonna have to do that same thing.
Tell you what, just send me a workbook copy when you can. We'll go from there.
So how are things going in the dorms?
Pretty good. No complaints.
Good? Your roommate's not annoying?
No, she's really nice. She's actually pretty quiet, so I'm able to get a lot done.
What's her name?
Faith.
Any last name?
Well, yeah. I just can't pronounce it. Or pronounce it well, anyway.
Oh, is she one of those transfers from out of the country?
Yeah, she's from Greece, actually.
Well, maybe she just doesn't understand the language very well. You should try to engage her a little more.
Oh my gosh, you sound like Mom. I mean, we're in the same global politics of sexuality class, so we'll talk a little bit.
Well, all right then.
Yeah. So, how have things been going without Theo?
It's fine. It's whatever.
What's that mean?
Doesn't really mean anything. Just things have been going the same as they've always been.
You don't miss him?
You would think that I would, but honestly, not really.
Giving him the cold shoulder, huh?
Well, it's not like I imagine seeing him anytime soon. Hey, you mind if I smoke one of these?
Please don't.
I've got an extra if you want it.
No. I'm trying to quit.
Since when?
A few weeks ago.
Why?
Same reasons as everyone else.
So that means no one else around you can have a cigarette?
No. I would just prefer if you didn't smoke in front of me. And knowing that you have an extra one is just making me want one more.
Fine. So do you still smoke at parties, or did you give that up too?
I'll do a hit or two to help me relax, but honestly, I haven't really been going to many parties lately.
It's probably for the best. At least for now, anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but I just think right now you should focus on your studies. You can always party when you have a break or some time off or something.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't, expect me to have a break anytime in the near future.
Why is that?
Well, I've actually been planning to go and study abroad here pretty soon.
Really? How soon?
I haven't actually applied for any of the spots yet, but they're going to Madrid next spring for like 2 weeks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wish they had offered an opportunity like that for me when I was in school.
Would you have afforded a trip like that with an English degree?
That's why I said I wish.
I suppose.
Ready to get going again?
Sure.
I think I'll just take off. Are you upset?
Why would I be upset? I just told you you could go.
Yeah, but I just wanted to make sure.
If I let you in my front door and fuck me, then yes, I would let you stay until morning.
You sound upset. I can stay.
I'm not upset. I always sound like this.
You didn't earlier.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you didn't sound upset earlier.
Well, I wasn't upset earlier.
But you are now.
No.
But you just said you were.
No, I didn't.
I can stay the night.
No, I think you better go.
Hi there.
Hi.
Get those for you, sweetie.
Thank you.
This is George's room. Dan's son. I know it's not very big, but it's something at least.
Sure. And he's not coming back?
No, he's going to school in Utah for criminal justice. Dan will be back later.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hey.
So you must be Catherine.
Yep.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Sorry George's room is such a mess. I haven't had time to clean it up yet.
Oh, I mean, that's all right. I appreciate you guys letting me stay here for a while.
It's our pleasure. Sorry, I was going to say my pleasure, but I'm still getting used to the fact that your mother's living here with me. I'm just still getting used to living with someone other than my son.
Yeah, I mean, no need to apologize. I understand.
Can I get you anything to drink? I know we have milk, orange juice, some soda, I think.
No, I'm all right. Thank you, though.
So did your mother tell you she was going out tonight?
Is she?
Yeah, she's been meeting with some of her friends from work. They've been getting together every other week for the last couple of months.
Okay.
So it's just you and me for dinner tonight.
I guess so.
So how's the food?
It's good.
I'm glad, because it gets really nerve-wracking cooking for someone the first time.
I can imagine. Were you nervous cooking for my mom the first time? Never mind, don't answer that. That was stupid.
That's okay. No such thing as a stupid question. Yes, I was very nervous cooking for your mom for the first time.
What'd you make her?
I made her chicken and a cherry wine sauce with asparagus on the side.
Was it hard to make?
Not really, but you know, you get kind of anxious cooking for someone for the first time.
Did you make it on the first date?
No, that was our fourth, if memory serves me right. We had met for lunch the other times.
I see.
Did your mom ever tell you how we met?
She did not, but to be honest, I don't really want to know. I mean, I don't mean to be rude. I really appreciate you guys letting me stay here and all. It's just, I'm still trying to get used to the idea of you two being together.
Okay, I understand. I mean, no offense taken. I don't want to make anything, you know, I don't want to overcomplicate anything, and I don't want to make it any more difficult than it already is.
Thanks. When does my mom usually come home from her little outings?
Oh, she usually comes home late at night.
But doesn't she work tomorrow?
Yeah, she does, but she's out with some good friends, having a good time. As long as she's able to function in the morning, I don't see why not. So, your mom tells me you write novels.
Come in.
Hey!
Hey, how was your night out?
It was good, thanks.
Yeah? What'd you guys do?
Well, we just went to a bar, chatted.
Is that what you normally do?
Generally. Sometimes we'll go over to each other's houses and chat, or go see a show. My friend Natalie, her husband's in a band. Occasionally we'll go watch him play sometimes.
Who's Natalie?
Oh, she works at a bank. Not my bank. The one in Schaumburg.
Oh, okay, so I wouldn't know her.
How was dinner with Dan?
It was fine.
What'd you two talk about?
I don't know. The usual stuff, I guess.
What's the usual stuff?
I don't know.
Well, weren't you there?
Oh my god, Mom, I don't know. We talked about how he made dinner for you on like the third or the fourth date or whatever. And then he asked me about my book, and then we talked about Diana. I don't know, just stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Why do you care so much about what we talked about anyway?
No reason. I just want the two of you to get along, that's all.
Well, we're getting along just fine.
Oh, good. Good. Well, thank you for answering my questions. You have a good night, and I'll see you later tomorrow.
Yeah, you too.
You're a great kisser.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
Thanks, it was nice to hear.
I'm sure.
I don't have to pick up my kids for a few hours, so...
So...
So maybe... Want to head back to my place?
Oh, not today. I'm not really in that kind of mood.
Sure. Sure, I just kind of figured when you said you want to come back to my car that maybe you wanted to head back to my place.
Oh, sorry if I gave you that impression. I just kind of thought that this would give us a little more privacy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that I thought that... You know what, I'm sorry, never mind. I shouldn't have assumed anything.
No, I understand. I guess I should have been a little more clear before we came back here.
So did you want to continue for a bit, or is this enough for today?
I think I'm done for now.
I hope I didn't offend you by offering you to come back to my place.
No. I think that maybe I just gave you the wrong idea of the kind of girl that I am. And, I think maybe we're not such a great fit.
Oh. Okay, this was fun, I guess.
Yeah. So...
Well, I can certainly say it hasn't taken me where I thought it would go.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's more good than bad.
But that still means that there's some bad in it?
To a certain extent, yes. But this is still your first draft. You're not even finished with it yet, and I'm sure you're going to add some layers of polish to it before you're finished.
Well, what didn't you like about it?
I'm not sure you want to ask me that.
Why not? I mean, unless you hated the whole thing, then if that were true, I wish you would just tell me.
No, I didn't hate the whole thing, honestly. I didn't hate any of it. There were just some things that were confusing that really made no sense to me. But I'm sure these are things you're going to fix later.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the one thing I had a problem with was how the mother was just so complacent with her father's treatment of her and her mother when, she was growing up. I would think that there would be more anger. Her speech, you've written her as a nonchalant kind of person.
Well, yeah, because she's accepting her father for being that way. I mean, because that's how he was raised himself. She's forgiving him for treating her and her mother like that.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I mean, I understand it, but it just, it doesn't strike me as being truthful, There are plenty of people out there who have, forgiven their oppressors and, or people who have hurt them and caused them intense grief, suffering and all that. But I feel the way you've written her here, it just seems to me that there would be more of an undercurrent anger or something like that. She's just so passive with question about it. It just strikes me as being false.
Well, I mean, to be honest, that's not really something I'm interested in changing. I mean, I know it bothers you, but it's kind of important to the story. I mean, her passivity and the reason that she forgives him, it's all set against the horror that the family engages in throughout their history.
So this is going to be a horror story then?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a horror story, but I mean, there are elements of horror in it.
So what are we talking about then? Like how much sorry, I'm trying to think of another word besides horror. Let's say dread? So how much dread do you plan on adding to it?
I mean, I don't really know how you want me to answer that. I mean, the barometer of how you measure quote unquote horror is different than how I measure it.
Alright, well, give me an example of something you plan on adding in later.
That's called a spoiler.
Okay, we're revealing one thing that happens later that that Anita discovers about her family. Would telling me something you've planned really ruin it for me?
Bye, sweetie. We'll be back in a few days.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Kathy.
Bye. Have a good trip. Bye.
Bye. No, don't burn the place down.
I won't.
बुराई गरीबी में ये बेरहम चक्की इंसान और इंसानियत दोनों को पीस के रख देती है। इस गरीबी ने ही तुम्हारे माता पिता को मुझसे छीना था। उस वक्त मेरे पास एक मुट्ठी भर पैसे
And why did you want to go see that movie?
A friend of mine said it was good.
What friend?
Joey, a guy from my college. He's in my math class.
Yeah, well, he's got shit taste.
Come on, at least I got you out of the house.
Yeah, but you know what? It wasted my time with that bullshit.
Are you in a bad mood or something?
No. Well, maybe now I am, but you know what? I wasn't earlier.
It wasn't that bad.
Are you kidding me? It was complete shit. It was like the utter trite of the highest order.
Relax, it's just a movie. There's no reason to get upset about it.
I'm not upset. You know, I just try to avoid mediocrity as much as possible.
And how's work going?
It's fine.
So, same old, same old?
Same as always.
Are you still actively looking for something in writing?
I mean, here and there.
Good. Keep with it. You'll find something.
Yeah.
And you're still writing also, correct? How's that novel of yours coming along?
It's coming slowly. I mean, you know these things take time.
I'm sure. Well, I would love to read it when you're all done.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy.
Don't sound so snippy. I'm just trying to take an interest in your work.
Sorry, I didn't mean to come across as snippy. I guess I didn't know that it came out that way. Sorry.
So things are going all around well.
They're going just how you'd imagine they'd be going. So, how are things with you and...
Melissa?
No, I don't think that was her name.
It wasn't the last time we discussed this. I think you're thinking of, or you're trying to think of Renee.
So, you're not with Renee anymore?
No, her and I decided to part ways.
How long ago did you guys split up?
Oh, a little over 2 months, something like that.
Why?
Well, things were progressing a little too slowly, or maybe too quickly. But problems had arose that just couldn't be resolved, so we decided it was best for both of us just to break up.
Like what? What kind of problems?
Things like she wanted to be on the fast track to marriage, even though we were only together for less than a year. It just led to a lot of arguments.
Well, why would she expect that from you?
I don't know.
Did you say something to lead her on?
No, not that I'm aware of. And I have to say, I'm really not keen on the insinuation.
Well, I'm just trying to understand why you guys broke up. I mean, I don't want to make any judgments until I have all the information.
Please, Catherine, don't belittle me with this holier-than-thou speak.
Why don't you just bite my head off? Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, where were we?
Does it even matter? Just tell me how you and Melissa met.
I'm sure. We actually met online.
Like a dating site?
Yes.
So, how old is this woman?
She's actually a little younger than you are.
What?
Just kidding. I'm just pointing her leg. She's a couple years younger than me.
Oh. Okay, well, I mean, not that it really would matter how old she was. It wouldn't affect me much.
Well, that would have been really diplomatic of you.
I guess.
She's quite lovely, actually. She's a little more modest and down-to-earth than Renee. And kind of like your mother, but a little more earthy. Does that make sense?
I mean, she's like a vegan?
No, she's just trying to live healthier, and she has me exercising a bit more.
And by more, you mean more than never?
Yes and no. She has me going to the gym 4 times a week, and I'm doing yoga and spin classes, and she has me watching the foods that I eat, cutting down on carbs and all that. So, how are things on the dating front for you? I don't want to monopolize the conversation here.
They're going.
So, nothing new.
Not really.
Catherine, you're a beautiful young woman. If you're not looking for someone right now, that's fine. I don't want to push you into anything that you're not feeling right now. But I have to say, either when I've talked to you on the phone or seeing you right now, you just seem noticeably more withdrawn than when you were with Theo. You know, I'm sure your mother and your sister would be best to talk to about these things, and I'm sure you could relate your feelings to them far better than I can. But I'm here for you to talk to. You talk to me about anything. I just want to let you know I'm here for you.
Thank you.
So how's everything with your mother?
thinking about?
Nothing.
Nothing? Sure you're not thinking about something for your book? Come on. Don't be like that. I'm only joking.
No, it's fine.
If it was fine, you wouldn't be getting out of bed.
Should probably be leaving soon anyway.
You got other plans?
Actually, yes. My mom and I are going shopping. It's almost my sister's birthday, so we gotta get her something.
Couldn't you get her like a gift card or something like that?
You obviously don't know my sister.
Yeah, I guess not.
Thanks for having me over. This was fun.
Yeah, sure. My pleasure, obviously. So, can I call you or text you?
I mean, yeah, you can text me. I'll always respond when I can.
Okay.
But just don't think that I'm ignoring you if I don't respond right away.
Sure, I get that.
Well, thanks for all of this.
You're welcome.
So what are you gonna do? Gonna message him back?
Probably.
Well, do you like him?
I don't know. He's all right.
I'm gonna need to ask you to calm down. You're getting way too worked up about this.
Sorry, I just don't know what else you want me to say.
I don't know, like something specific, what he's like, or something, something other than he's human and male.
But he is human and male.
I figured that out on my own.
Sorry.
No, my fault. I shouldn't have had such high expectations when you asked me over to give you advice.
What?
Well, do you like him?
Oh my god.
Do you like him?
Stop it! What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh.
I knew you liked him.
Well, I wouldn't go as far to say that.
I'm not assuming you're gonna marry him. I'm assuming you're gonna see him again.
I mean, yeah, I probably will.
And I'll take that as yes.
Fine.
Well, if it doesn't work out, I can always hook you up with some girls.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. I got your back, girl.
Do you want anything to drink?
No, I should actually get going.
Do you and Chrissy have plans?
Yes. We are going to order a pizza, finish off a box of Franzia, and watch some illegally downloaded movies.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Hey, thanks for the critiques on my novel.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't know how you felt about it, so.
I mean, I guess I was a little shocked at how in-depth you went, but I appreciate it.
I mean, I was worried that I was getting too into my notes, but I just felt like the more the better in this situation, and you could take them or leave them. If they work for you, good. If not, it's fine. I mean, the more notes, the better, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I took it a little personally at first, but I gotta get used to it if I want my work critiqued.
I mean, it's hard to have your writing critiqued because writing is personal, but you have to learn how to let go of those ties.
Right.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm kind of fine.
Maybe I'm reading into it.
You know you should quit, you know.
Yeah, you're not the first one to tell me that.
Hey, you know, it's not good for you.
Thanks for the infomercial.
Hey, it's just an opinion. It's like what you want to do. Sure you don't want something to eat? I can whip up something real quick.
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Can I at least get you something to drink?
I'm alright, thanks.
So when did you start smoking?
Hmm?
When did you start? Why?
High school?
What, did someone give you a cigarette and you just got hooked?
Something like that.
Alright, hey, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your life or how, you know, judge you. I'm just simply trying to make a conversation.
Well, sorry, there's not some big story to tell.
Alright, no need to apologize. So how's work going?
Same as always.
So?
I don't know, I mean, it puts money on the table and gets me out of the house.
I hear that. I remember working in a local toy store when I got out of college. I probably worked there for a good 3 or 4 years before I was able to figure out what I wanted to do in life.
But didn't you go to law school?
I did.
Well, why didn't you just intern at a law office?
Because by the time I graduated, I had already interned at this place in New York, some high-powered corporate firm that I think went under with the crash. And I realized that wasn't the type of environment I wanted to be in with my life.
Then why did you even study it?
Catherine, not that it really matters at this point, but my parents were both very eager for me to get a degree, go to college, get a degree, and while, you know, let's say something substantial. So I went and got a law degree, and while I didn't become an attorney or a prosecutor, having that degree gave me knowledge that I was able to use in the field while I was in the force.
I'm sure.
It did. And now I can kind of, seem like a bummer right now, living with me and your mother, but I'm sure, you know, and the grocery store isn't a fantasy job. But things will improve, you know, you'll find someone, move out and live together with him or her. You don't know if you're into that stuff. But no judgment from me. But you'll find a job that you'll like in a place that you like, or you'll find a place that'll put out your book when you're finished. And, you know, you just need to take it a day at a time, you know, and make each day count.
Hey, Theo. It's Kathy. Not sure if you remember me. Or, well, remember me in a positive way, I should say. But I recently heard that you were back in town, and I was just wondering if you wanted to get together, maybe? Grab coffee or tea or something. Look, I know you're probably in a relationship by now with a great girl, and I don't want to come in between that, but I wanted to apologize in person, just for how childish I was. Oh God, I don't know. I'm rambling. Okay, well, I guess just you have my phone number, so give me a call if you want to see me. I'll talk to you soon, maybe. Okay, bye.
Hey.
How long have you been going out with this young man?
A little while.
I think you should know somebody a little longer than a little while before you up and move in with them.
Look, Mom, I don't know. I feel awkward here and out of place and just weird in general. And I mean, I haven't even been progressing in anything since moving in. I need a change of scenery.
I understand what you're saying. But couldn't you just move in with your father? That would be a change of location, and at least I know you would be in safe hands.
You say that as if I can't take care of myself.
No, I trust you completely. It's other people who I have a problem with. I've never met this Frank before. I have no idea who I'm entrusting my daughter to. You know your father would say the same thing if he was here with us.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Have you even told him about this?
No. I wanted to tell you first. Then I'll deal with Dad.
Okay then. Well, can I meet this young man before you up and move in with him? It would calm my nerves, at least, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, you'll meet him. He's coming over to help me pack, and then he's gonna help me move my stuff out. Hey.
Thanks for waiting.
Sure. We can go if you want.
I have to ask you something. I don't mean to sound rude about it, but I gotta address that. Why did you buy that? I know we went through like a bad breakup and everything. Months of not talking. Just curious.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I kind of wish I had a more definite answer for you. It just kind of felt like something I had to do in the moment, and I didn't even think you'd call me back.
Think you'd have my number?
Yeah.
Look, I don't begrudge you. It's just...
No, I get that.
To make things clear, I am serious.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I figured you would be. Sure, no problem.
How about you? See anybody?
Thanks for meeting up with me.
No problem.
Good luck with you and Jackie.
Thanks. See how it goes. And good luck to you and Frank as well. It's meant to be, it's meant to be. I really like this guy. That's right. Take care now. Good.
You know I've always been so proud of you.
Thanks.
You know she's gonna be fine.
Fine.
Catherine.
You're always welcome back here.
Thanks, Mom.
Call me as soon as you get there.
Okay, I will. Bye.
Bye.
Are you sure you don't want to go back and get the rest of the stuff?
No, that's okay. I have what I need for now. We can get the rest tomorrow.
All right. I'm really happy you moved in here.
Good.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Good. Do you want anything to drink?
No, I'm okay.
So I was thinking the two of us should celebrate tonight. We could go out and eat somewhere, unless you don't want to, which is fine with me. I could cook something up. I honestly don't think we have time. Also, I don't think I could whip something up to my satisfaction. Now, you'd probably be fine with it. You would. Maybe tomorrow? Actually, like this weekend would be better for us to cook in celebration, and I could have the whole day to prepare and a few days to think about exactly what I could make that would be so special for my new partner. Like, what do you think about that? I'm sorry, I've been living here so long by myself that I'm just thinking out loud. Did you want to take your stuff up to our room now, or just head out and grab something to eat? Hey, no pressure, all right? I want you to just be as comfortable as possible here. If we need to leave your stuff out for a little while you settle in, so be it.